Hey guys, it's your favorite YouTuber again, Solari, and you're watching DS Learning Finance. Whoa. Getting new friends is not allowed in the stock market, guys, and no one's your friend. The stock market is like a fish tank. There are sharks out there ready to pounce on you, and guess who you are? Nemo. They're ready to eat you for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So don't give them an opportunity, guys. No new friends allowed. Want to know what I mean by this? You know what to do, keep watching. Tons of people out there in the stock market claiming to be your friends. There are tipsters, there are gurus, there are analysts, there are CFD softwares, special systems that claim to do it all. Don't be fooled, guys. Your closest enemy is the one that you don't see coming. Be wary of them all. They may claim to have your best intention in mind, but no, don't be fooled, guys. All they care about is this and more of this. Yeah, so don't be fooled, guys. And remember that saying, if it is too good to be true, then guess what, it's not true. So don't fall for that trap. You'll get some tipsters, some other investors, people from the bulletin boards. You get tons of people that claim to have a tip, to have a sort of advantage of the market in terms of this particular stock might be just about to mine some diamonds, or this particular stock has just about hit oil reservoir, about to find some oil, or they're just about to mine gold, whatever it is. If it's too good to be true, guys, do not fall for it. Think about it this way: if that is actually 100% true, then why is that person so concerned about telling you that? Surely they would want to keep their mouth closed and invest in all that money themselves. 9 times out of 10, most of them are telling the biggest fibs, and what they're trying to do is actually get you to replace their stocks that they've paid for, or their stocks that they've kind of messed up on. They thought maybe that stock was going to rise in the future, but they've kind of messed up there. So now they're looking to offload on you and get you to pick up that rubbish. But you also get people that claim to have the most elite software to do all the revision, to do all the research for you. You get people that claim to host the best seminars that will show you the inside knowledge, the inside sort of perspective of how to be a successful investor. Don't fall for it. These people are just trying to make money off of you. Number one, there's no software in the world that can do all the research that this can do. In point blank period, there's no software, because even those softwares that may be able to predict what's going to occur in the future, that's true, but they're looking from a financial perspective. But the fundamental, to be honest, is probably even more important than the technical. So you want to obviously make sure that you use this as opposed to a software which just focuses on one side. You have people that claim to host like £3,000 seminars, or more expensive, 10 grand per seminar. Imagine someone like that. Would you truly think that just because you're spending 10 grand you're going to get inside knowledge on what's going to happen inside the what's happening inside the investing world? Truth be told, no, because at the end of the day, you should see it as a business from the other person's perspective. They're just trying to make money off of you and your naivety. There is no substitute for hard work. You cannot take shortcuts, you cannot take quick routes, you cannot take diversion. Hard work beats it all. So these tipsters, gurus and specialists, I like to call them crooks, because that's what they are. They're crooks and they're scammers. So these crooks, they have other techniques in terms of getting you to invest in their stocks. So they might entice you to invest in company DEF, and the way that they do that is by quote you the lowest price. So say, okay, company DEF is actually worth £10 at the lowest price, so that's the lowest price you can enter, when in actuality that's the mid price. So when you actually look at that value of the company, the lowest price you can actually buy it for is £9. So you can already see, because you're buying in at £10, you're already making you're giving them profit, a £1 profit per share. So tipsters use that as a technique to sort of get investors to basically make mistakes. Always ask to see their portfolio, always ask to see, always take time to research in the company yourself. Never just pay for a share on the phone. Sit back, chill, and take time to actually see what's going on with that stock. Find out about the stock. What does the company do? If you're not able to answer that simple question, then do you really think it's worthwhile investing in that company just because you've got a tipster saying, look, this stock's about to blow up, the share price is going to increase, you have a small window to benefit from in terms of profit? Don't be pressured. Like, take time, sit back, chill, absorb it, research it. That's the main part. Research it and understand what the company's about, and then if you deem it safe to invest in, then I would say invest in it. But never blindly follow someone else, because ultimately they're leading you, not the share, not anybody else. They're leading you, and you don't know. Well, you definitely know they have good intentions for you in mind. With that example, you have market makers who basically set the share price, working in cahoots with tipsters and analysts. So you can have a market maker that says yes. So say for example, the tipster told you this information on Sunday night. The market's going to open soon, Monday morning, 8:30. The market makers will be in cahoots with the tipsters, and they'll automatically bump up the price, not to 10, to probably 11, 12, 13. So you're not only just buying at a ridiculous £1 profit, you're not just giving £1 profit to that tipster, you're also giving £3, £4 extra to the market makers. And that's basically what the market makers do. They benefit from naivety as well. So what I suggest as a solution for this is that if you do have, after doing all that research, after doing all that studying, find out what the company is, what their values are, their profits are good, etc, etc, and you deem it a good investment, chill, lay back. Don't just invest in it straight away after hearing from the tipster. Don't just invest in it from then, although researching normally takes like weeks to do. But like, what I'm trying to say is just don't invest straight away from what the tipster is telling you on the phone, or however they're contacting you via email, whatever. Don't just invest in it straight away. Take a few days for the market makers to do their nonsense, so that the share price goes back down to normal again and you're not caught out. And then you can truly see whether it's worthwhile investing in. So a good way to think about it is that, yes, you may hear really good news about a certain company, but the effects of that good news has already happened time ago. So you're just caught in the lag time now. You're just trying to play catch up, but you're never going to catch up because it's already happened. So don't just think, okay, because I've heard this good news, it's still going to be good news for now. No, that's a reaction. That's the stock market reacting to it. So don't get caught in the reaction, don't get caught in the lag time. Now, there are very, 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 very few tipsters that actually do get it right. A good way to sort of sift between the duds and the buds is by giving the bulletin board a quick check. Typing into the bulletin board, is so and so a good tipster? Do you tend to make profit every time you invest in his companies that he supplies you with? Investors are difficult people to please. So 9 times out of 10, if they're saying good things about that tipster, then there'll be some sort of truth in that. So I hope you guys can see how many different pitfalls there are to fall in the stock market, and those pitfalls are there for a reason, because no one's your friend in the stock market, hence the title. Be your own leader, do your own research, and remember that nothing beats hard work in the stock market. And with that said, that's the end of my video. This video is more like a pep inspiration sort of talk. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one nonetheless. Before you can do anything else that you're meant to be doing for the rest of the day, you know what to do. LSS, like, subscribe and share. DS, Legend, Finance, Roll.
You like a